Hello everybody and welcome in today's video. In today's video we are going to have a look at XRP because we are seeing some very interesting signals, and in today's video I basically want to have a discussion with you guys about what we can expect for XRP in the shorter term time frame. There are definitely some warning signals flashing on XRP, and I want to give my perspective, my honest view about this from a spiritual perspective, as well from the wealth transfer perspective, as well as my technical perspective, because guys, my background is very technical because I've been doing technical analysis for 6+ years, and I definitely see some things, some observations in XRP that I just want to share with you. So this is going to be a very honest view on what I think is happening with XRP. Many other YouTubers, they always are a little bit fake, like this can happen, and sometimes you have to be like that because nobody knows exactly what happens, and I'm going to put that as a big disclaimer on my front of my head. Guys, I really have no clue what is going to happen. I really don't know what is going to happen. The only thing that I can do is share my feeling and share with you what I think could happen. And yeah, that's it. So let me start off, guys, with the spiritual perspective, and that is, of course, that something biblical is going to happen and that XRP is just going to go up. Right, Trump is going to get into office on the 20th of January, just in a couple of days, and we have Brett Garlinghouse, the CEO of Ripple, going on a picture, eating with Donald Trump. There's definitely a lot of things happening with Ripple, and we have seen all these videos about the wealth transfer, so I'm going to make a distinguish between this as well. So there are many other people who had prophetic dreams with talking about specific targets. I had my own vision. My own vision was basically actually what we have seen over the past weeks, basically, that most cryptos were going sideways, even going down, and XRP is going up. That was exactly what I've seen. But what I've seen was that XRP goes up vertically, and we did go up vertically, but of course, for me, my emotional side in that vision, I would assume that it really would go astronomical. Right? That's what I felt, but I didn't see, and I've been very clear about that with my vision too, I've never seen any targets. So for me personally, what we have seen with Ripple right here going up while other cryptos staying at the same place or even going down, this was, if you look at it symbolically, exactly what I've seen in my vision. I have not seen price targets. I have not seen how long it's going to go up. So I basically saw what I felt was going to happen. Did not clearly did not exactly happen, because I thought XRP really taking off to very high levels. We did take off vertically when we look here on the daily time frame, but for my vision and my feeling, I would have expected a little bit more. Doesn't matter, it's completely fine, because this is just me being vulnerable and sharing what I feel the same time that I'm sharing when I had that vision, basically, because for me it is also pretty weird, because my background is completely different. My background is super technical and is mostly Bitcoin only, and then suddenly I'm talking about a vision and talking about like going all in XRP. That was for me a very big thing to do, because I before in my career as a crypto trader, I've never been that big of a fan of XRP to begin with. So I'm just being very honest right here. So from a wealth transfer perspective, and I heard many other people having prophetic dreams about XRP. So we have Brandon Biggs talking about XRP shooting up very quickly to $5. Well, we have not seen that yet. For me, we have not seen that yet, but we still can go there. I think there was another person. I really want to get his name right. I think it's Manuel Johnson. He's talking about once we surpass $3, it quickly also goes up to 5. Please don't quote me on this, but it was at least a positive price prediction. and more people talking about this. So for me right now, I would have to lean more on visions and interpretations of external people outside of me, like a Brandon or Manuel Johnson, because for me personally, what I've seen in my vision actually played out, but just not as the way I interpreted it. So that's why I have to be honest, guys. I have a little conflict going on in me, and that is the conflict of the one talking about the wealth transfer coming into play right now, and my technical side basically telling me like, but look at the charts, because we are seeing some signs of exhaustion in this rally. So I'm going right now jump into my technical side, guys. And I'm gonna share with you what I see, and yeah, I'm just going to be honest, and I'm just putting my thoughts out there. I'm just gonna dump my thoughts in this video. I'm gonna speak my thoughts, so maybe sometimes I sound a little bit confusing, but that's maybe because I am a little bit confused at the moment. Okay, so when we look at XRP, right? We look at XRP. We actually reached the first station. So the moment, and this is I want to emphasize, guys. I've been saying here at 70 cents, I've been going all into XRP. I've been basically putting my whole portfolio, 90% of the portfolio, something like that, I put on XRP, because I just felt like, yo, something is happening here. My gut was really bringing me here, like, yo, look at this. So I did that. I made videos about that, and many subscribers here did the same thing. I got many messages from you guys that you already made a ton load of money by this rally in the XRP price. And I want to say congratulations to all of you, because it's not easy to do something like this. It's a pretty bold move. You gotta have some balls to do that, right? And also here, XRP right here, it's pretty uncertain. You just jumping in an asset that maybe another feeling of you say like, yeah, it can just come down as well, right? So it was a pretty bold move, and you have to know that in these times you felt probably a little bit insecure. Right now we have seen the manifestation of what we were expecting. So right now we are in a completely different position. I personally have already, and I want to express my gratitude for that. I already seen a wealth transfer. This already gave me some wealth, like some serious wealth, compared to what I had right here. So I already experienced a wealth transfer, and I want to be very grateful for that. So that's just what I want to let you know, guys. You have to be able to see yourself at this moment, and you have to be able to see yourself at this moment. At this moment, you are insecure. And if somebody would ask you at this specific moment, hey, if XRP, you now go all in. Okay, if XRP will be $3.20 in the future, will you take some profits? At this moment, you are going to say, probably yes. I would say yes. And then when XRP is there, it's very difficult to take the profits, because we are in this roller coaster like, yeah, let's go. We are also, maybe you're not, I'm not talking for you, I'm talking for myself. I'm an emotional being. I'm experiencing emotions of euphoria, and I have to be aware of that, because many times in the past, I've been very euphoric about Bitcoin in 2017, and I was with my mindset like, okay, I'm not going to take profits on Bitcoin before it reached $100,000 US. Well, it came to $20,000 US. I had a decent portfolio. I could do many good things with that, and then it just rolled over and I lost 80% because I just couldn't sell. I couldn't make that decision to sell even a little bit. I just couldn't do it, because I'm gonna be honest, guys, I was too greedy. I was hanging too much on like higher price targets, and I just want to have this amount, I want to have this amount, I want to have that money. And to be honest, I learned from that. That sometimes you don't want to be greedy and you want to stay a little bit grounded. with all these the wealth transfer, we also don't have a very clear periodic structure on when it is going to happen. We know soon, we feel soon, but when? When is also going to be an important question that you have to ask yourself, that I will talk about later in this video as well. It's going to be important. But let's go over some signs, guys. I've been holding you already way too long, just speaking my mind. And I hope nobody of you is going to take this negative. This is really intended from the bottom of my heart to be a positive message. And I'm here. This is basically what I'm doing, because I'm really here making this video because I want to help other people. I want to help you. I want to help myself. But specifically, I want to help you because I don't gain that much with making these videos, and the things that I gained with this rally in XRP is uncomparable with the things that are coming in with video. I'm just telling it straight up. This video I make for you guys because I want to bring a positive energy to this world, and I want people to make informed decisions. And I cannot make decisions for you, but I want you to make an informed decision. That's why I'm making this video. That's why it's so important for me to make this video, because this is laying on top of my heart. So when we are looking at XRP, we can see that we reached the first station. This is the target, the middle of the channel, exactly what I've mentioned when we were trading right here. So it's, wow, we are at the first station, guys. We are at the first station. Now, when we are looking at this price action, we have a high in the price and a higher high in the price. Going into that resistance. On the momentum indicator, and this is not really confirmed yet. So this is something we need to wait. This is also a moment of wait and see maybe. But you can already see that the momentum indicator is coming to probably to a lower high. That's on the momentum indicator, on the RSI indicator, and the MACD indicator. Why is that important? Generally speaking, guys, when this happens in the past, so here we have a high and a higher high, or like similar highs at the same level. The momentum indicator, lower high. RSI, lower high. MACD, lower high. Eventually, we get quite a big correction. How big is that correction? That is a 70% correction. That's a decent correction, okay? Then we come back here. Here we also have and I think this is pretty comparable. So we have a high right here. We have a higher high right here. But lower high in the momentum indicator, lower high in the relative strength index, as you can see right here. And how is it on the MACD? You cannot really see it that good, but it is high. Yeah, on the MACD, we don't have it, but definitely on the relative strength index and on this momentum indicator. And what happened afterwards? We get this looks like a small correction, but it's not that small, because from the top till the bottom, it was a 70, let's say a little bit over 70% correction. And that's not all, because it's a 70% correction, A, B, C correction. This looks like a fourth wave, like I mentioned before, but also from the top till we break that top again is 211 days. That's longer than 6 months. That's longer than half a year. So this is a 70% correction, and it took longer than half a year to get back to the same levels. What would that mean for the levels we are trading right now? Let's say if we would get a 50% correction, just say if we would get a 50% correction, it would bring us back to $1.68. If we would get a 70% correction, it would bring us to $1. So that is pretty crazy. So I'm not saying that is going to happen. I'm just saying let's say if this would happen, if we would get a correction and it takes 200 days before we get to that high again, can you survive? Can you basically survive, or were you just like me, like 100% all in. Because if I have 100% of my portfolio, I put it here in XRP. I put it here in XRP, 100% of my portfolio. That's, of course, full conviction. We went all in, guys. I'm happy I did that. Then right here, why not take 10-20% off? Because I might need that money later and I don't want to be forced to be selling when we are trading maybe at lower levels. So I'm anticipating, this is the due diligence that I'm doing. I'm anticipating that this is going, that I might get a situation that I will need something. If then, and this is how you can position for both scenarios. This is what I've learned in my course, in my career as a trader. If it just goes up, fine. I still got 80% of my portfolio, which is going up, right? If it comes down, perfect. I took some profits, so I have money to live. I have money to maybe reinvest or something, right? And this is what I'm trying to say. It's really depending on your personal situation, but don't expect blindly that the price will just go up infinitely, because we also don't have that much evidence of that. We are here for the wealth transfer. We don't know how much that wealth transfer is going to be. Someone is throwing targets of $10,000. Someone is throwing targets of $5, $7. We hear all these targets, but we don't hear when. We don't know when these targets are coming, right? I don't believe that this was the top in the XRP in this bull market. I don't believe this is the top. But I think this is definitely a possibility that we are now in wave 3, get a 4th wave correction, and then do something like this. Maybe the 5th wave will be a little bit like this. This is for me a realistic expectation on what's happening with XRP basically. And if we do just go up into infinity right here, which I think many of you are basically expecting right now, don't be disappointed when we do get a pullback and when things sometimes get a little bit choppy. Maybe your faith is being tested. And what I'm trying to do right now is I'm just trying to anticipate these moments. And I want you to win no matter what. I want you to win when XRP comes down. I want you to win when XRP comes up. I'm here because I want to see you winning. That's why I'm basically here. So you got to think for yourself. What is realistic? What do I want? Do I need the money? Should I take a little bit profits? Should I take 10% off? You have to think about this, because definitely the risk in Ripple is increasing. If we look, and this is very important that I'm going to say, if we look at normal market conditions. At normal market conditions, it makes sense for XRP to get a correction right here. Or maybe we shoot over the half and we get a correction. That one hand would make sense. That correction can last long, and maybe not. Maybe that will not happen. Maybe we don't replicate this structure right here. But I personally, and I'm just going to say it very bluntly, many YouTubers are a bit scared to say exactly what they think is going to happen, because they can be wrong, and that's for me also. I know I can be wrong. I've been wrong many times, so please just think already from the start that I am often wrong. But I believe that this breakout, I believe that we are right now in this wave. That's what I believe, that we are in this part of that cycle from XRP. So we had the breakout out of the triangle formation, comes with a rally, U-shape into the next high. So we have the breakout, comes with a rally, a U-shape with the next high. Did we already reach that high? I don't know. We have to wait and see. And then maybe when these all have these bearish divergences, then yes, we might head an high, because this also came along with bearish divergences, and this took a 70% correction, and it took 200 days. Well, I don't think we are going to see a 70% correction, because you have to know that here the market cap is also smaller. Or actually, It definitely was smaller because the XRP is in, but yes, it definitely is smaller because the XRP price is way lower. And also there was less circulating XRP. So I believe, of course, the corrections here will be more extreme. However, these corrections here were also pretty extreme. So let's have a look at this one. This was a 70% correction. What I'm just trying to say, guys, is we can get a 70% correction and we still could be in the wealth transfer. So if something like that would happen, I'm not saying that it is going to happen, but if something like would happen, don't be completely surprised. And think also for yourself, like, yeah, okay, is it responsible for me to take something out right now, even though it's a little bit. But that is only a question you yourself can answer. And if you have the full faith and you just think this is going to go up, or you dreamed or you have your vision that this is just going to go up right now, then yeah, you can stick by that. You know, I'm just here to share my heart and to basically to do my duty. Because I also know many of you will just expect this to go up, and many of you don't have the technical knowledge that I have. So that's just why I'm sharing this. I'm not trying to put doubt in you as well. That's not my intention here. My intention here is just for you to make an informed decision, and yeah, that's basically my intention. I don't want that it suddenly this maybe goes up a little bit and then we go down and we have a correction, right? And that many of you, for example, get liquidated, or because you were trading with leverage, or that suddenly, yeah, guys, you can drop a thumbs up if you like this video, or that suddenly you are forced to sell here because you need to pay the rent, or you have things that you need to pay and you can already anticipate that right now. That is just what I'm trying to do here. And let's have a look at some other charts, guys. So if we look at the XRP dominance, you see that we also getting these bearish divergences. Maybe. Still a wait and see moment, is not yet confirmed, although the relative strength index already looks like this. XRP against Ethereum, bearish divergence, because this one doesn't look so much, but this one does look, so that is something to watch. Bearish divergences against Bitcoin. So it makes sense for me, from a technical perspective, guys, it really makes sense for me for XRP to get at least a correction right here in the shorter term time frame. But this is the technical story. If something biblical will happen, things will be like, I'm not saying that it's going to happen. I'm just saying from a technical perspective, it's going to start to make sense if we get the confirmation after the wait and see that this is coming down for a correction. Then we have some other things that I want to share. We have the heat map. This is actually pretty positive, guys, because the heat map shows us that the liquidity right now is above us. And this is the positive technical message that I have. Normally these yellow lines, they work like a magnet. So this looks like that XRP is going to go up to $3.40 in the short-term time frame, because this works as a magnet. That's a positive sign, because that means we can get new highs. So maybe we can get this rally going again. And when we look at Will Portal is a dashboard, cryptocurrency trading dashboard. I've developed that myself. It is the best tool out there to use for trading crypto. If you ask me, I've made a whole course on this. You can view that over on my channel page. But what we are seeing right here, we are seeing mixed signals, to be honest. So first of all, we have the momentum indicators like at their peak. So that this definitely, from a indicator perspective, is definitely overheated. The sentiment is also bullish on social media, but that's been already pretty bullish in general. But the selling pressure, and let's get rid of the sentiment, the selling pressure is not so high. So every time we see green dots right here, this means that we have buying pressure going on. So then the price goes up, and we see the price goes up. But here the selling pressure is the red. The more high intensity red you see, the more selling pressure we basically have. And here you can see that the selling pressure decreases. It goes away. It becomes less intense red. And then it goes up. because there's less pressure, so there's more space to move upwards. Here it comes down, price goes up, and I don't think the selling pressure is really high at the moment. Here it was high. You see here the selling pressure is high, so the price is being suppressed. But now it's not that high as we have seen right here. So this is for me personally a positive, positive. But we are at resistance. The momentum indicators are rolling over a little bit. No bearish divergences yet on this chart right here on the 4-hour time frame. But we do see it is a little bit overheated. Let's go to the daily. Let's have a look what we can see right there. Yeah, so on the daily, as you can see over on TradingView as well, like this orange below is already showing that there's already a curve happening. So the process that we are going to get a bearish cross right here is already happening basically. And that will come along most likely with a bearish divergence, a lower high, while the price gives a higher high. And that's just something to watch, because generally speaking, and this is just a probability game, all the times that we got these bearish divergences on the daily time frame, it often resulted in, at least, for example, in 2021, with Alessio's the whole time referring to it showed a top. Yes, it showed a top. But I think that's not really fair, because we have a little bit different market conditions. But here it also showed a top. We broke that top, but it took 200 days. So have a bit realistic expectations if this resonates with you. That's all that I'm saying. Okay, guys. That was it for today's video, and like I said, I don't want to be negative at all. I'm going to make myself a little bit bigger right here. I don't want to spread negativity. I don't want to spread doubt. I just want to give my technical opinion about the situation right here. Together with these prophecies and the spiritual side, I basically want to bring the technical and spiritual side together, because of course we also have to use our mind, because we got our mind as well. Guys, I love you very much. Be careful out there. And do what you feel is right. I presented the data that I wanted to show to you in today's video. So I did my duty. Okay, guys, I want to thank you all for watching. Like this video if you like it. Subscribe if you haven't. And I wish every single one of you a beautiful day, guys. Bye-bye.